everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. I sure am. And you know what today is? Travel day. Woo woo. It's your girl, Taisha Brown, CEO of Be Empowered Career Consulting, where I am empowering you to economic success. Thanks for being back on my channel. If you're new, thank you for landing on the channel. I hope it provides you with a ton of value. So let's get into this video. So you must be about to cruise Carnival, or at least you're thinking of it. So you're doing your research. Hey, I'm all about research. Research, research, research. I love to research everything. I don't make any decisions without researching the heck out of it. So thanks for landing on this channel, because I'm going to give you the 411 on Carnival's Faster to the Fun. So what is Carnival's Faster to the Fun? Carnival's Faster to the Fun is basically like an expedited VIP type experience without being a high level priority member of their VFIP program. So each cruise ship has their own loyalty program, and Carnival's is VFIP. Very fun, important person. Yeah. So in order to get to the higher tiers, where you get lots of perks, such as priority boarding, you may get a drink or something like that, depending upon the length of the cruise. You may get laundry. You may get priority tender. You may get early access to your room, something like that, right? So in order to get those type of perks, you typically have to have sailed with the company for a number of nights. We're talking probably like 75 nights to get the platinum priority. So the platinum level, I think, is 75 nights. I will insert it here. The diamond level is even more, I believe like 200 or something, but I'll insert it. So, you know what I say, do your research. So I'm gonna give you the facts, I'm gonna give you the research. I like all that stuff. That's just me, that's who I am, y'all. So anyway, so you can kind of forego that process. You can get it a little sooner by way of Faster to the Fun. Duh. So Faster to the Fun, I utilize Faster to the Fun because I am not a platinum or diamond member on Carnival. Not yet, by the way. But I use Faster to the Fun, and I absolutely love it. I don't sail without it. And you may like it or you may not like it. I'm going to give you the facts. You make an informed decision that's best for you and your family. And then carry on. This is just my opinion. That's all. So the first thing is, if you are a diamond in a suite or platinum level, you may not want to purchase Faster to the Fun because you're going to get these perks with that particular loyalty status. Okay. Some people ask, well, so, okay, Faster to the Fun, what is the price of this thing? Well, the price varies. It's dependent upon a myriad of things, the length of your ship, the ship itself, what have you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert the price here so you can see what you may be looking at. So there you go. It varies. Where do you buy it at? Now, when I first purchased my Faster to the Fun, I didn't know anyone that ever did it before. I had watched some YouTube videos, but nobody at that time was really telling you where you go and purchase this Faster to the Fun. So you purchase it on your Carnival app. You could purchase it there under the excursions for port 1. So that home port under the excursions is where you can purchase the Faster to the Fun. It usually comes up as port 1 or port 0, the first port that's listed. That's where the Faster to the Fun is going to be. And you can purchase it there as an excursion is what it's listed under, okay? And if you have any questions about any of that, always contact your friendly travel agent who can assist you in any way with getting it as well. Or you can contact Carnival directly if you do not have a travel agent. But I always suggest don't sail without a travel agent, okay? Get yourself a travel agent. Don't even cost nothing. Typically, you will not see the Faster to the Fun listed until maybe like about 6 to 18 months out from your sailing. So you have to check it periodically. I'm one of those people, I check it every day. I check it every day. I put on my calendar, hey, check Faster to the Fun. So you got to go in and be diligent about checking, or you can have that friendly travel agent do the checking for you, perhaps. There's a thought. They'll get paid to do it. There's no set amount of the number of Faster to the Fun that will be on your sailing. It all depends on how many priority level guests will be on the sailing. You know, your platinum, your diamonds, your suites, and things like that. So it's just dependent upon that. So just check it periodically to see if any are out there. And I'm in a lot of cruise groups, so we'll say, hey, Faster to the Fun's available. Go on there now. So, you know, we help each other out like that. So, you know, that's what friends do. You're going to meet some cruising friends that you're going to be friends with for a lifetime. Now, let's get into these Faster to the Fun perks. That's why we purchasing it, right? Well, I do want to first say to you that unlike some of the other cruise companies, if you will, Faster to the Fun is by cabin. So if you purchase it, it will cover everyone in your stateroom, which is awesome. I think that's an awesome benefit. Some other cruise lines, if you purchase some of their VIP programs or things like that, is by person. But with Carnival, it is by cabin. So everyone inside that cabin is covered as a Faster to the Fun participant or user, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, shoot. The first perk, which I love and is the reason why I purchased Faster to the Fun, is the priority check-in and boarding. Now, once you purchase a Carnival cruise, you're gonna see, like when you do your check-in and everything, it's gonna give you a time to show up to the port. Well, if you have Faster to the Fun, you can pretty much ignore that. Most people will get to the port typically as early as 10:30. You know, you may wait a little bit, but you can go as early as like 10:30. You know, you don't have to wait until 12 or 1 or whatever it says on your boarding pass. If you have Faster to the Fun, you can get Faster to the Fun quicker. That's the whole purpose of it. So get to the port, you will be able to board. You'll get, board after those priority guests that I mentioned before. The platinum, the diamond, the suites. After them, then you'll be able to board. So you don't have to worry about that time. And the other thing, because look, the first time I purchased Faster to the Fun, I told y'all I didn't know anybody that ever had it. So me and my husband, we showed up. We had to wait in the regular line. I was so pissed. It was so disorganized. So I was so pissed. It's like, we're Faster to the Fun, da 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 da, and we're not getting treated like Faster to the Fun members or whatever we're called. So one of the big reasons why we were not was actually my fault. I failed to print out the updated Faster to the Fun luggage tags and boarding pass. I had it on my phone, but I didn't have it on my luggage or my paper that I had with me because I take a folder with all my important documents. But I did not know that I had to reprint my boarding documents. So it was kind of on me. But they did. I went to guest services and they did, they rectified the situation real nicely, okay? So once you board the ship, because you got that priority boarding and everything, here's the next perk. This is what makes it all worth it. Because most people will come on with their carry-on luggage. You got your 2 cases of drinks, based on how many people you got in the cabin. You can bring a 12-pack per person. You bring your drinks. You can bring your bottle of 750 milliliters of wine or champagne. Bring my vino. I love some vino. So, you carrying all that stuff around because you got to keep that in your carry-on. You can't check that. That can't go with the porters. Okay? So, Guess what? That room ready, y'all. That room ready. Guaranteed to be ready once you board. So you board. You're like a rock star. You go on. You see the little doors back there. You know they got the doors. We're cleaning your room. Don't come back at 1:30 typically, whatever. But if you are faster to the fun, you can ignore that too. Open them doors. They open and go on to your stateroom. Please open the doors to go to your stateroom. I have heard so many people like, they get upset. I had faster to the fun and I couldn't get to my stateroom because the doors were gone. That's for everybody else. That's the common folk. You're royalty. You ain't got to do that. Go on to your room. It's waiting on you. Your palace awaits. And the next perk is that priority luggage. So they are going to, because you have those luggage tags on there saying you're faster to the fun, okay? Your luggage is going to get delivered first after, with the priority guest, of course, But you're going to be amongst the first people to have their luggage delivered to their stateroom. Because we all know you've been traveling or you've been sitting around the port, you're sweaty and everything like that. You want to freshen up a bit. If you don't have any clothing to freshen up into or get ready to do dinner with, then you might be a little tart going on to a little tart or something. I'm going to say you won't be in the dining room tart. That ain't a good smell. So typically what I usually do anyway is I'll pack something that I'm going to wear for dinner in my carry-on, just because sometimes your luggage may not get there on time if you don't have faster to the fun. That's just something I've been accustomed to. But, to each his own. Faster to the fun, you ain't got to worry about that, okay? I got your stuff. It's going to be there. I want to say it was like maybe 3 or 4 o'clock. The luggage got to the room. It was quick. Maybe even faster than that. It varies by ship. I was told y'all about that guest services, right? Well, if you are faster to the fun, you have priority. There's a priority line for faster to the fun, diamond, platinum, all them people down at guest services. So you can walk down there. You got your own line. Folks gonna look at you crazy over there in that other line, that, commoner's line. But don't hate on me. I paid extra. You could do it too. So you got your own priority. You get in front of them people. And you even have a priority phone line. So if you don't want to go down there and wait in line with everybody else, get on the phone. You got your own line. There's also another perk of priority dining reservations. So your dining reservations, people, if you haven't cruised, there are certain times that you can do your dining. You can pick early dining, which if I remember correctly is about 5 o'clock. Don't quote me on that, 5 or 6. And then late dining is about 8 o'clock. And then you have anytime dining, which you can go at any time. So you get to choose which one you want. And a lot of times the early dining will get snatched up really quickly. So you get priority access to pick what type of dining reservation you want for you and your cabin mates. Tender boat priority is another perk. Not all ports will have to be you'll have to be tendered to. So basically a port that I can really think of from the top of my mind is that of Grand Cayman Islands. So if you go to the Grand Caymans, the ship will not be able to pull right up to the port, to the pier, the dock, or whatever you want to call it, because there are protected coral reefs down in the water there, and it's too shallow. The ship may ruin those. So in order to protect those reefs, the ship will port out a bit. They will anchor a bit out from the port, and they'll take a little small, not one of them dinghy boats or anything, nice little boat, take a little tender over to the main port. They'll drop you off. But since you're fast to the fun, you will get priority access to those tender boats. I'm telling you, when it's port day, people just run down there to get on that. Man, they be ready to go to the port. So because you have fast to the fun, it's going to be so imperative because you get priority over the rest of the folk. Now, that's going to that particular port. Now, coming back, when you're leaving the island and going back to the ship, there is no priority. But honestly, you don't really need it, because anytime I wanted to tender back from the port to the ship, there wasn't even a lot of people waiting. The reason being is the tenders will be running throughout the day. So people come and go as they choose. So it's no rush about getting back typically. And the final perk is priority debarkation. So to get off the ship, you get priority to get off the ship. But who wants to get off the ship? Nobody. Well, some people, they be running. I'm like, man, I paid for this. I'm finna set up here. What's the latest I get off? Okay, that's when I'm getting off. I want all my money's worth. So you typically, when you get ready to disembark from the ship, you have it goes by floor levels. So everybody get off at this time. You have a luggage tag with like a number on it and tells you what time you need to be out. But if you are fast to the fun, you can pick when you want to leave. They'll give you a, hey, you got to be off the ship time. And you can pick any time between those times to leave, to exit the ship. Now, I hope that you have found this video to be very valuable. I hope so. That's my goal, y'all. Now, I want to pick your brains for a minute. First, I want you to subscribe to this channel. Hit subscribe. But I've been thinking, and I want some feedback from you. Should I start a second channel strictly for cruising? My cruising videos outperform any of my other videos. So I'm thinking maybe I should separate it and just do a total cruise channel. And maybe do, I was thinking about it, y'all tell me. Because there's a lot of stuff going on in the cruise world. And make it like almost like a newsy type thing to report the latest updates, any tips, tricks, anything like that. Do it daily. So I want to hear. Please comment below. Would you be interested in that? Give me some feedback. What do you want to see? Do you want to do you want me to keep it a Saturday travel day? What do you want to see from me? I'm here to serve you. All right. Thank y'all so much for supporting your girl. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. And subscribe. Hey, and let me know for real. I want to know. Thank y'all. Take care. Peace.